Oh my goodness, these guys are so cute and organized. I swear, ants are way more clever than your average human, especially a little blue bird, but I won't say exactly which little blue bird.
You pesky ants! I will teach you for stealing my sandwich!
What? Milo, what are you doing? No! What have you done? Milo, these poor ants were just living their lives before you came here and ruined it. Milo, I wasn't gonna say it, but you are nowhere near as smart as these guys.
What? That is so rude! I am way smarter than an average ant, and you know what, Chip?
What is it, Milo?
I bet if I tried, I could actually build the best ant farm with the strongest ant army in the world!
What? Milo, you think you're so much smarter than an ant that you could command a whole army of them?
Yeah, I could.
Well, Milo, I could build a way better ant farm and ant army than you could.
No way! You just don't have the brains for it!
Oh, yes, I do. I have a little something I'd like to show you. You're gonna need to promise not to be too amazed by this, Milo.
Yeah, probably I won't be.
Ha! Well, look at this. This is my secret lever that reveals my huge area for building my ant farm in.
What the what, Chip? This is crazy!
Yeah, it's absolutely massive and very, very tall. It gives me so much space to build the best possible ant farm.
Oh man, I better get building real quick.
Oh yeah, you totally better! My ant farm even has a little anthill on the top, which is perfect. I'm gonna need to start digging out the area that my ants will actually live in. First order of business is to make sure there is a huge tunnel all the way to the front because I really want to be able to see the ant farm from outside. That's half of the fun with the ant farm. The other half is keeping the ants, which are so smart and very, very organized. This hallway will need to be pretty big. This ant farm is going to be the fanciest ant farm ever. It's going to be so pro. That's because every ant inside this farm is also going to be a pro ant, and I will be totally guiding them along. I think this is a nice amount of space for the first room. Oh yeah, this is going to be so cool. First, I'm going to make some sort of really cool entrance hall. I think I'll need to dig pretty far up to make it. I think this is a good amount of blocks. I'll also make sure I dig equal amounts on both sides. This entrance hall needs to be so perfect. It's got to look so amazing that the ants never want to leave. We will also totally be able to see right into it, so it needs to be pretty impressive. Hey Milo, how's your ant farm going?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm just doing the maps right now for how long I want it to be.
What? Milo, you can only make it as long as your build area. You can't go outside. That's totally cheating.
Yeah, but there's actually a certain amount of really good room that my guys are really gonna want to have.
Huh, okay. I'm actually excited to see what your ant farm ends up looking like, Milo. I have a feeling it's gonna look really cool, but not as cool as mine. Look, I'm going to have signs labeling every single room. This is going to be the entrance hall. Whoa, the sign even looks really cool. Now, I'm gonna need to decide a couple of things before I make the rest of these rooms. First, I think this needs to be the staircase area. Let's get some dirt and start digging down just like this. Hey, this is gonna be a really cool staircase. I actually totally like this one. Then we're gonna need to make sure we dig the staircase a little bit like that, and then, maybe we can make the staircase go down again. Oh yeah, this is so perfect. Just look at that. This ant staircase is so fancy. These ants are probably so happy with it. They probably would definitely want to use this staircase every single day, and lucky for them, they totally will be able to. This ant farm has plenty of room for every single ant that wants to spend time here. Wow, I can't believe this is really happening. I've always wanted to have my very own ant farm. Now I totally get one. Now here at the bottom of the staircase, we're gonna need to have a pretty intense room. This is going to be the soldier room. It needs to be at the front where the ants can keep a close guard on anybody entering the anthill. The only way to get in and out of the anthill will be to go from the very top. It kind of looks like a little volcano or a little mountain with a hole in the middle. It's pretty cool how the ants only have one way to get in and out, and they never get lost or confused inside their own ant nest. It is very impressive. It's because they're so smart. Now, this soldier room, I think looks pretty good actually. Wow, I like this a lot. The soldier room should go back pretty far, but not too far. It needs to be pretty close to the front so that the soldiers can leave and run around the ant nest. That is because the soldiers are the ant colony's first line of defense. If anything goes wrong, the soldiers need to be able to quickly run and stop the threat. Whoa, this is going to be so intense. I just know that my ant farm is going to be the most pro by far. My ants are going to be really, really smart because I'm going to design my ant farm in a really smart way that makes life as easy for my ants as possible. Then next to the soldier room, I think I'm going to need to make another room. I think I'll first label this as soldier room first, otherwise I'll probably get confused. Let's also make sure we label this as staircase so that we don't forget that either. Then, what could this room next to the soldier room be? Oh, I know. Some ants actually grow their own farms. It might sound a little weird because ants are so tiny, but ants can actually grow their own crops. It's really cool. That's why my ants inside this ant farm will actually have a farming section. It will be so cool, and they will definitely be able to grow anything they could possibly want. I don't think we'll clear out the whole farming section yet until we've built some of the other rooms, but I'll still make a nice outline for it. Then I'll patch up these holes that I've left, and I'll just label this farming room. Oh yeah, this is so epic. Hey Milo, does your ant farm have a farming room yet?
No, I haven't even gotten to that, okay?
What? Milo, you haven't even gotten to the farming room?
No, don't make fun of me.
Okay, I won't make fun of you, Milo, but are you sure you're even making an ant farm right now if you don't even have any rooms? Wait, how many rooms do you have?
We haven't done that yet, Chip. You're being really annoying.
Wait, Milo, you haven't even started on your ant farm yet?
Trying to build a structure.
Oh, is this because you didn't have a lever set up already?
Yeah, because I didn't know you were going to challenge me to an ant farm build.
Milo, you're the one that challenged me to the ant farm build.
Well, that is quite true, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh, Milo, you're so silly. One thing that is not silly, though, is my amazing ant farm. I'm building probably the most important room right now. This room will house actual ant royalty. Now, ants don't really have kings and queens, but they do have the queen ant. This queen ant will be the most big ant by far. She will have her very own room, and it's going to be right in the middle of the ant nest. That way, she can be kept very safe from anything that might want to destroy her or destroy the ant colony. Here we go. I think this is a good amount of space. This queen room is about to be so epic, and because of that, it needs to be really, really big. I think this is a pretty good size to have my queen ant's room. It will be so grand. I need to make sure I label it though, otherwise I might forget what I'm building here. This will be called the queen room. It will stretch so far backwards into the ant colony that it'll basically be its own biome. It will be very, very epic. I really hope I can do that right, but in order to do that right, I need to make some other parts. I'm going to build a normal ant living quarter zone. I'm gonna build it right next to the queen ant's place. That way, the normal ants will be able to stay right near their queen and be able to serve her in case she ever needs anything. It'll be so cool. The ants love their queen, so they'll be totally happy to serve her whatever she wants. All right, now, how do I do this? I think this is pretty good, actually. I'll need to make sure that I dig this right on the other side too, and whoa, yep, this is looking really, really good. I need to make sure I build these rooms very smartly, otherwise they might end up really silly, and I'll probably be very embarrassed if they end up silly. My ant colony will also have a bunch of different shapes of rooms. Some of them will just be squares, but some of them will actually be circles. I think that'd be a really cool addition to my ant colony. They'll totally like that. Now here we go. We'll add a couple more blocks here, just like this. This staircase room is going to go pretty far up, but that's okay. My ant colony is going to be kind of like a maze. It will be very confusing to go through, but not if you totally understand how ants work. It also won't be confusing for me because I'm the one that's going to help build it. By helping build the entire layout, I make sure that it will not be confusing for me at all, and that I will know exactly where everything is, so I can totally be there with the ants. They'll be really grateful that I built everything as well. Ants are so cool. They'll totally get it. I just need to make sure I build the final level of this room all the way up here, but I don't want it to actually touch the surface. That would be a little bit too far because the closer we get to the surface, the less secure my ant colony is. If my ant colony was not secure, that would be really, really bad. It would put the entire colony in danger of being attacked by either something dangerous or another ant colony. That would be really, really bad. I do not want anybody attacking my ants. They're way too precious. My ant colony will also have some really cool storage rooms just like this where we can keep so many items inside. Hey, I think this looks really cool. I'll need to make sure I properly properly labeled this as a storage room, and wait a minute, I totally forgot to label the other room as the other ant room. Oh my goodness, that was so embarrassing. If I forgot this place, I don't think I'd be able to keep building it as well as I'm able to build it now. That would be really, really silly, but this anthill is looking pretty good, but there is still more. I feel like there's at least one room I'm forgetting, and oh, I totally know what I'm forgetting. I'm missing some kind of water room. This room will allow all of my ants to have infinite water. It'll basically be like a little geode cave. Hey, that'll be really cool. I think having a geode cave might actually be kind of epic. Whoa, now that is what I'm gonna do next. Here we will have a little pool room, and then next to it we will have a geode cave. We just need to decide what exactly next to it means. Maybe we could have the geode cave be, oh, I know, maybe somewhere down from the queen ant's house. We'll need to make another staircase all the way over here next to the ant staircase that leads up to their bedrooms. Hey, this staircase could be kind of nice and small, but it also needs to be pretty deep. All right, I think this is probably a good level to end the staircase at. Now let's dig a nice little tunnel area for the ants to walk through like this. On one side, we will have the geode room. I say we build the geode room just like this. I can't wait to make an actual geode for the ants to walk through. I wonder what they'll use it for. Oh, I know, they'll probably use it to make amethyst armor or some other kind of defense to protect their colony from any attackers, especially attacks from Milo's ants. Speaking of Milo's ants, hey Milo, how are your ants doing? And wait a minute, do you have any geodes or crystals or anything inside your ant colony?
Not yet. No geodes here.
Oh, that's perfect, because I totally have a geode inside of mine, and I don't mean to brag, but it's gonna look pretty cool.
Wow, that sounds really awesome, but I'm feeling pretty confident that my ant farm is actually gonna outdo yours.
What? No way, Milo, I don't think that's possible. My ant farm will definitely be the best one. It's gonna be so high-tech.
That's a really funny joke.
Wait, what? Milo, it's not a joke. I'm being fully serious right now. My ant farm really will be the most high-tech ever.
What? But ants don't know how to use technology.
Yeah, my ants will. Remember, Milo, ants are very, very smart. They know so many things, and trust me, if they get enough time, they will totally learn exactly what technology is and how to use it. Whoa, my ant farm is looking so incredible right now. I still think it's missing something, though. I need to work on all the different things I could possibly add, but there are just so many options. I have no idea what to choose because it's all just so exciting. I actually think I might even be able to move my pool room a little bit to the left because I've just come up with a great idea. Ants always lay so many eggs and the queen ant will never run out, but it is very important that the eggs have a really safe place to hatch. That's why down the very bottom, even underneath the queen ant herself, we will add a nesting chamber. This is where all the baby ants will be taken and raised until they're regular-sized ants that can work out and help around the colony. Wow, this is going to be so nice for them. I can't believe that we actually have such a cool ant room like this. I think this is looking so perfect. Here, we might have just an extra little storage room. I don't know what we'll put in here, but I'm sure it will be really, really useful. Let me label this place as nesting chamber, and whoa, this totally fits on the sign as well. Cool. We'll add one storage room sign here, and oh yeah, I think my ant farm is totally ready to begin construction. This is about to be so amazing. Now that I have my entire ant colony layout set up, I think it's time to check out the residents that will be moving in. Hello, ant. Whoa, look, this ant is crazy, except wait, where's he going? Hey, maybe this ant's just confused. I'll spawn some more over here. Whoa, look at all the ants I have. This is so crazy. They are so big. This is actually insane how many ants we haven't. Whoa, hey, they're all spilling out. Hey, these ants are all confused. Something is seriously wrong here. It's like they're distracted by something. Wait a minute, why is there cake here? Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. I need to get rid of this cake now, otherwise the ants are gonna follow it. It's also in a trail, and Milo, what is this cake for? Milo? Oh my goodness, Milo's not responding. Something is seriously wrong. Where could all this cake lead to? And why is it placed right next to my ant farm? That could be seriously bad. Now I need to make sure I destroy every one of these cakes, and I can't leave any crumbs. If I leave crumbs, then the ants will be able to follow it. And then I'll be in charge of an ant farm with no ants in it. Then it's just a weird dirt box with a bunch of glass holes in the side. What is that? Oh my goodness, I need to get closer to this right now. Uh-oh, this could be really bad. Please don't be something strange. Please don't be something strange. And hey, it kind of looks like a giant cake. Oh my goodness, let me make my way closer to this thing. There's a bunch of cake in with the grass now, and Milo, why are you in the cake?
Because I'm building it.
What? Milo, why are you building a cake over here? Shouldn't you be building your ant farm?
I'm just preparing because we are going to have lots of birthdays in my ant farm.
What? Milo, is that what all the cakes were for?
Yeah, obviously.
Couldn't you just store them inside your ant farm?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, Milo, I have really bad news. I kind of got rid of the cakes because I didn't want my ants leaving and getting distracted by them.
You destroyed all my cakes. Oh, no, this is really bad. I'm leaving.
Oh, sorry, Milo. Maybe I can make a cake room for you in my ant farm to make it up?
I am not going to be spending time in your stupid ant farm.
Oh, you totally will when you have to see it at the end to see that it's better than yours. We'll see about that, Milo. Now that I can actually build my wonderful ant farm, I think I need to start getting some blocks. First, some smooth quartz is exactly what I need. Then I'm probably gonna grab some spruce and I'll just get rid of this orange sign. I probably won't need it anymore and I'll just put this ant spawn egg in my inventory. I don't want to get rid of it because I don't want to hurt the ants. They're too cool. Now, let me see what rooms I can make. This will definitely call for a lot of quartz and it will have to be very fancy. Let me see all the different things I could possibly add here. I think some quartz doors could be a really good idea, and so could some quartz stairs. I definitely will need to be able to grab some smooth quartz stairs and some smooth quartz slabs as well. That way I can build some seriously epic structures into this thing. I'll just make this roof a little bit taller because I do not think I'm going to leave this as dirt. No way. This may be an ant farm, which normally has a lot of dirt in it, but this is going to be a fancy ant farm after all. No ant farm of mine is going to be covered in dirt. No way. It's going to be super luxury instead. First, we're going to need to add some quartz pillars in here just like this. Oh yeah, this is already looking so fancy, just like I wanted it. We've also got to make sure we add some smooth quartz right around the front, just like this. This makes the front room look so much cooler. Wow, I can't believe this. Then we're also definitely going to need to make sure we make the staircase extra fancy, and I think we can even do that by pushing it one block backwards. Whoa, yep, that looks way fancier. This is a much better design than what I had before. Oh yeah, this staircase is going to be so cool. It needs to go pretty far back as well because it's going to need to carry all of the ants. Not carry like lift them up, but it's going to need to be able to hold every single one. My ant colony will have so many ants in it. Because I'm super pro, I can build an ant colony that can hold so many of them without it feeling overcrowded or cramped. That's a pretty important thing to make sure of when you're building an ant colony this huge. You don't want it to feel all tight inside and crazy. No way. These ants would lose their minds. That's why my ants are going to be so happy in here. They're not going to lose their minds at all. Now, what else can I do with this place? Oh, I totally know. I can use spruce planks for the floor of this thing. Whoa, that looks so cool. Oh yeah, this is looking absolutely amazing. And hey, maybe even in the bottom here, I could add spruce planks. I can get rid of this entrance hole sign because I already know that that's what I'm making here. There's no need to remember it because I'm not going to forget something like that. That would be crazy. Now I can use smooth quartz blocks as this back wall here. Whoa, this already looks really fancy, but I know there's more we can add. The first thing is, on this back wall, there's actually nothing here. It's kind of just blank and empty, and normally that's alright, but because I'm building out of quartz, it kind of needs a little something. Otherwise, there's nothing on it, and it would be so boring. To start, I think we should just fill in these quartz walls before we make any changes. Otherwise, the dirt from the ceiling and this last wall might accidentally get on anything we could add. That would be so messy, and it would not look pro at all. The ants would probably be upset with me, and it would not be my best work. This, on the other hand, is looking amazing. Now, I'm gonna grab some paintings. Whoa, look, I can grab some seriously fancy ones. This is a royal painting. Because there is a queen ant here after all, we're gonna need some seriously good royal stuff in order to make sure she's happy. I think we should also grab some white chandeliers, or maybe these little ones. I think we'll leave the big chandeliers for the queen's room herself. That room needs to be the fanciest one. Otherwise, she won't stick out at all, and it'll just look like another common room. We do not want that. This needs to be so fancy. Now, we're going to add spruce planks going all the way back to the front entrance. We might also need to add some sort of soft landing pad, otherwise all the ants climbing in and out of the anthill will get really damaged. I don't want to do that to the poor ants. That would be so mean. I care way too much about these ants to let that happen. Because we're so pro, we need to know how to build the most perfect landing pad for the ants ants, and I think I found one. If there is one thing about ants that they love, it's that they love honey. They also love sugar and basically anything sweet. That's why my ants were getting so distracted by Milo's cake earlier. Oh my goodness, that was really so crazy. I can't believe he did something like that. Now, by adding honey to the very bottom, we can help stop their fall and give them a nice little treat before they go out into the big wide world. Let's make sure we add spruce planks going all the way along here, just like this. This can be the floor of this hallway as well. Let's make sure we fill the entire thing with smooth quartz blocks too. The hallway doesn't need to be that big because one fact about queen ants is that even though they're huge, they never leave the colony. The queen ant will always stay behind to try and keep the colony going. It's a really noble sacrifice, and she'll spend her whole life underground. It is actually crazy. I'm pretty glad I'm not a queen ant because that actually does not sound like much fun at all. How could you even go outside and do fun things like go-kart racing? You totally couldn't. Besides, I don't think they exactly have ant-sized go-karting. Maybe they'll invent it someday, but as of now, they definitely do not have it. Maybe I could build it. Maybe I'll have to see. I don't know how much time we have until the build competition is over, so I need to go really quick, and that means I need to focus on only the most important rooms, just like this entrance hallway and this huge quartz hallway too. Then I need to focus on the stairs. The stairs will help tie in this room to the other rooms, but how am I meant to tie it in if I don't have rooms in the first place? That's it. I need to start working on other rooms in the ant colony. Then I can get working on the stairs and stuff. Yep, this is going to be so amazing. I wonder how well I can decorate these other rooms. I bet I can decorate every single room just as well as this first room has been decorated. I wonder if Milo's decorating his rooms. He's probably adding something so crazy to them right now. I should probably check on him. Hey, Milo!
What do you want?
Whoa, Milo, you sound a little bit antsy.
Yeah, I'm having a really bad situation.
Oh no, is something wrong with your ants or your ant farm?
Well, it's my ant farm. I just can't decide how I really want to design it.
Oh, come on, Milo, the competition is moving along. If you can't figure out exactly how you want to design your ant farm in time, you won't have an ant farm to enter into the competition at all.
Oh, that's actually really true. I need to be quickly.
Yeah, you need to be very quick, Milo. Oh my goodness, but if it makes you feel better, my ant farm is coming along really well. I'm already moving on to my soldier ant room, which will protect me and my ants from any threat that could possibly come along.
That does not make me feel better.
What? Why wouldn't it make you feel better? It makes me feel better.
Because I want to beat you.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good point. Milo, you're probably gonna need to try pretty hard to beat me. This soldier room for my ants is looking so good. I'm making the walls out of smooth stone bricks, and I'm also gonna add some mossy cobblestone and regular cobblestone on the floor. It might sound a little weird to be deliberately building out of mossy cobblestone, but it actually makes a lot of sense. The reason I'm doing it in the first place is because I really think these mossy cobblestones will help make this place nice for the ants. In real life, ants live underground where it can be really damp. So if I make this underground area really damp as well, then it can be just like a natural ant nest. These ants will not be able to tell the difference unless they're deciding how pro it is. They will definitely know that this ant nest is a lot more pro than the ones that they're used to.
Well, Chip, I think you really believe that you're the pro in this situation, but it's actually funny because you're not.
What? Milo, I'm definitely the pro in this situation. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, because you haven't seen my ant farm build yet, and actually I need to tell you something.
Oh, what is it, Milo?
Well, I actually spent a lot of time with the ants last year.
Last year? Milo, were you flamethrowing them?
Yeah, but that's because they were making me mad because they stole my sandwich.
Milo, if you can't even stop the ants from stealing a silly little sandwich, how on earth are you meant to understand them well enough to build an entire ant farm for them?
Because I know how they talk.
What? Milo, the ants can't talk. They're ants. They don't even have voices.
That's what you think because you're always loud and yapping, but if you listen quietly, they really have voices.
Oh my goodness, Milo, that sounds terrifying. I don't think that's right. Are you okay?
I'm really fine.
Oh my goodness, I'm getting really worried for you. I don't think ants have voices, but if you've somehow managed to talk to the ants, maybe you're going crazy.
I'm not going crazy, I'm just going a awesome.
Okay, Milo, we'll see about that. The only thing I see going awesome is my ant colony right now because it's totally looking amazing. I'm even adding some extra rooms. This soldier room will be perfect. I'm gonna add some chains in the ceiling and then, I might need to find some extra creative ways to display armor. Ants cannot wear chest plates or boots or even leggings. The only piece of armor they can wear is a helmet. That's why I'm gonna need to do a helmet armory in here for my soldier ants. I'll also add in some target blocks so they can practice. I'll need to put them on the floor though because they are ants and they can't exactly use arrows. It'll be very funny. On the walls, I'll also need to add in some iron bars and maybe I can add in some cool ornate iron windows. Whoa, this is about to look really good. I can just tell. Whoa, that looks really, really fancy, actually. It makes this entire ant farm look like it goes back way further. That's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna add some glowstone to the back of this. This is going to make my entire ant farm look actually 3D or like it's glowing from the other side. Oh yeah, this is absolutely perfect. Maybe I'll move this one block down and I'll push the target blocks to the side. Yep, this is looking way better. Now it's also a nice challenge for the ants because they'll have to jump up to get the targets. I think this will be totally epic. The soldier ants will love the soldier ant room. The next room that I need to make is the farming room, and this room is going to be pretty serious. First, we're going to make the floor out of spruce planks, just like we did for the entrance hallway, except for this one, we are not going to be building the rest of it out of quartz. No way! Instead, we are going to actually be using barrels. Not for the whole walls, but for a pretty good part of it. If we place barrels just like this, it actually makes it look like it's part of the wood wall. It looks really cool. Then on top of them, we can place white terracotta, which looks so fancy. This actually just looks like a lovely little room. Wow, if I was an ant, I definitely would want to live here because even as a human, I want to live here. This place is so epic. This farming room will have a bunch of really nice plant beds. These plant beds will be how the ants grow every single one of their crops. They're gonna really enjoy it. They're going to be able to get every single one of their crops and bring it over to the queen. The queen ant will need to eat a lot because she's always laying ant eggs. There are so many ant eggs in a colony. There are basically millions. Every ant colony has so many ants, but because mine is so pro, it's going to have the most out of any ant colony in history. Whoa, look, I've already done the ceiling and the walls. Now all I need to do is this bottom floor, and I don't need the farming room sign anymore. It's always pretty scary getting rid of the sign because I never have any idea how it's gonna go. What if I forget? Then I won't be able to use the sign ever again, and I'll totally need to guess what I had there. That would be pretty scary, but you know what? I don't think I'm gonna forget. Instead, I think I'm gonna remember really well and be able to keep building such epic rooms like this one. Now, we'll need to grab some spruce trapdoors and some composters. These composters, as well as the actual organic compost block, will help us turn this into a farming sanctuary. Let's grab some farmland so that we can put it inside the planting boxes. I'll need to sneakily add in little blocks of water here, but that'll be totally easy. Because this is underground, there's no way for anybody to see in, so all I need to do is add water here like this. Although, wait a minute, you can totally see the water underneath. Maybe instead of just doing nothing, I can remove these white terracotta blocks and come behind here to add in spruce trapdoors. This way, it looks like the wall continues with the barrels. Now these farmlands should become more and more wet over time so that we can plant crops inside. Then we'll figure out exactly where to put our composters too. I think this composted location is great. We'll need to put it right over here, I think. Whoa, this looks so crazy. It looks really messy right now, but if I add in some spruce trapdoors just like this, it should end up being really, really neat. We'll need to make sure we put some on this side too, and boom. If we place more organic compost just like that, it makes it look like it is actually being composted right now. This is so cool. I can't believe we get to build this. These ants are going to be so grateful. Now we're gonna need to grab our seeds and start trying to compost them. Otherwise, I do not think we'll be able to actually plant anything in here. We also should probably grab some lanterns instead of some glowstone. That's because the lanterns will actually light up the plants and allow them to grow crops. Here, we'll put weed seeds here like this, and whoa, that looks so good. I really like that. We'll also fill this composter with wheat seeds as well. Milo would totally freak out if he knew I was using his favorite food, which is bird seeds, to turn them into crops to grow for my ants. Oh boy, I cannot even imagine how crazy Milo would be. Now Now, we can't hide any water over on this section, so instead of growing some crops, we're gonna need to grow some flowers. What flower could we possibly grow? Oh, I totally know. We can grow some rose bushes. Rose bushes are really big, and I'm pretty sure ants like them. I don't know what these ants could possibly use these flowers for, but I'm sure they would really, really enjoy them. Whoa, this is so cool. It actually looks like the ant colony has just been sliced into. I think I might even add a little bit of smooth quartz to the very front, just like this. Whoa, this makes the whole thing look way cooler. Now, there is a lot more we still have to do, like, of course, making this storage room. We'll need to add one little entrance into here because I don't want the storage room to take up the whole place. That would totally suck. We also still need to make a couple farming areas on the side. I think if we grab some flower pots, we can totally add a bunch more cool flowers into here. I'll grab some orange tulips because I really do like them and they're my favorite. I'll also add in some cornflowers because I know Milo really likes blue flowers, even though this is not his favorite shade of blue, so I should probably add in his actual favorite. We'll use cornflowers for the compost and then we'll add a flower pot with blue orchids inside. These are Milo's favorite by far. We might even be able to add some more barrels here with more flower pots. This is going to be so cool. I like this area a lot, but there's even more we can do still. Let's add some more trapdoors on this wall like this. Then we can add some over here. Whoa, these already look awesome, but they're going to look even better once we add more flower pots on top. Hey, maybe we can grab a huge decorated pot, and what plant can we put on? Oh, I definitely know. Let's get some bamboo and some leaves. If we use flowering azalea leaves and bamboo and decorated pots, we should be able to do a really cool building trick. Here, instead of an orange tulip on that block, we can place down a decorated pot, then a flower pot on top, just like this. Then if we place one bamboo and then place some flowering azalea leaves on top, it actually looks like a potted plant. It looks so nice and so cool. These ants will really like it. And let's also grab some ferns. I think the ferns could look really good as little plants on this wall. It makes them look like they're little seedlings waiting to be grown in something else. Oh yeah, this plant growing room is looking so epic and pretty complete, honestly. Now we need to make sure we add a staircase going down. Oh boy, this is going to be a pretty intense one. Actually, I did say I'd build the staircases last, and I'm gonna stick to that. This storage room is gonna be what we make next, and I think we can make it totally out of spruce wood. We'll use spruce logs for the pillars that will balance the whole building up. Then we'll be able to use spruce planks and strip spruce logs for the floor. We can also use spruce stairs and trapdoors, and as well as some barrels. This will be so cool. I have a very good feeling about this room. We also can't forget, because it is a storage room, we'll need to get some chests too. Oh boy, this is going to be so nice. The storage room doesn't have to be too big, of course. Although, hey, maybe we can do a cool design with the ceiling. We'll make it pretty tall, maybe even taller than the planting room, because plants underground don't grow very big. One thing that does grow very big is storage piles. It can be so difficult to keep track of all the items you can get, especially when the only way to expand your base is to dig around. You get lots of dirt, and I think the ants will need a safe place to put it. Luckily, this storage room will be absolutely perfect for that. Milo, do you have any sort of storage room over in your ant farm?
Yeah, I'm actually building that right now.
Wait, what? You're building a storage room too? No way!
Yeah, it's actually so good.
What? No, there's no way it looks better than my storage room though, right?
Well, I haven't seen your stinky storage room, so I wouldn't even know.
That's pretty true. I guess you wouldn't have seen it yet, but Milo, you can just trust me that my storage room looks so good right now. It's probably the best, even if I haven't exactly seen yours fully yet.
Yeah. I'm hearing you talk a lot, Chip, but I don't actually think you have what it takes.
What? Milo, of course I have what it takes. I'm the ant pro, remember? I know everything about ants and ant farms and building with ants, and just trust me, Milo, the ants are going to love the ant farm that I'm making for them.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh yeah, it is kind of interesting how easily I'll win. Look, I'm even gonna build my chests going into the wall here. This is a pretty cool build hack, but if I place spruce logs behind where I'm going to put the chests, I should be able to place chests in here without being able to see the dirt. Oh yeah, that looks so good. Now I think I can continue the same pattern on this other wall here. Oh boy, this is about to look so incredible. Hey, maybe I can divvy up the wall a little to make sure we have extra room for some extra storage. storage. Okay, this could be very, very useful indeed. How am I gonna do this? Oh, I totally know. I'm gonna place 2 chests here and then 2 chests on this side. Then in the middle, I'll have a 2-block strong storage vault. Oh yeah, this is going to be way tougher. And wait a minute. Hey, maybe instead of 2 blocks of logs, I can have even more chests. If I replace the back of this dirt wall with spruce logs, I should be able to fill the entire thing in with chests instead. Oh wow, I can't imagine how amazing this will look. So instead of imagining, we'll just have to see for ourselves. Here we go. Now that we've placed the final spruce logs on the bottom, we can add some chests in here and whoa, they fit perfectly. I really hope they fit all the way up and wow, that looks amazing. Now all we need to do is add in a little bit of a spruce log here and maybe some stripped spruce logs on this wall too. We'll just add 1 spruce log here instead actually. Wow, this looks really good. But here comes the final test. I'll try and put chests on this wall and oh wow, the chest storage room is officially looking really complete. Now all we need to do is just add some upside down spruce logs to the ceiling here and it should look so amazing. Wow, I can't believe I'm already done with it. Actually, I don't think I am already done with it. I think I need to do a little more. I'm going to grab some classic torches and put them on the walls here. Hey, this actually looks really nice. I think I should also grab some spruce fences just like this to really frame the room and give it a super interesting shape. Wow, this is a super interesting shape. I like this room a lot more now that we've added that cool little extra detail in. I'm also gonna get rid of this sign too. Bye storage room sign, I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll add in a little carpet here. This room would look very good with orange carpet, but that doesn't look very fancy. You know what? I think we'll totally do it anyway. Orange carpet works perfectly in any room, especially a storage room. Finally, I will add spruce logs here instead of spruce planks. Wow, I can't believe we've already completed 4 rooms. How many rooms of your ant farm have you completed, Milo?
Quite a lot.
Milo, this isn't your ant farm. Did you just come over here and set fire to my rooms?
Well, yes.
Oh my goodness, Milo, that's crazy. You set fire to storage room number 2 and oh, that's how you're doing it. You're using a flamethrower. Milo, this is the same flamethrower you used to bully those poor ants over there.
I wasn't bullying them. I was getting angry at them for destroying my sandwich.
Milo, so then you burned them. That's pretty bullying behavior if you ask me. And hey, stop using the flamethrower.
I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Oh my goodness, Milo, you're kind of crazy. Are you sure you're smart enough to run your own ant colony if you can't even run your own emotions?
Yeah, really smart and I'm really, really stable.
Oh my goodness, Milo, I wouldn't say stable, but this is gonna be pretty crazy if you don't manage to keep your temper under control. Don't worry, Milo, I can help if you like.
No.
Oh, okay, I guess I won't help, but Milo, all this fire was right in my geode room. In order to make sure that I can make this before you manage to come here and burn it again, I'm gonna need to make my geode room right now. I'm actually kind of excited to make it. Thanks for reminding me about it, Milo.
Oh man, I wasn't trying to help you.
Yeah, I know you weren't, Milo. You were trying to be really tricky, but it didn't even work. All it did was make me more and more excited about building this super cool geode room to help my ant colony be the most pro ant colony ever. In order to make this super cool geode room, I'm gonna need some equipment. Luckily, that's where all of these materials come in. Here, we'll grab some smooth basalt and we'll just put it around just like this. Oh yeah, this is starting to look like an actual real amethyst geode. We'll also put the smooth basalt in the wall just like that, and perfect. I think we'll get rid of the sign right now. We don't need to be reminded that this is a geode room, especially not when we're adding in the geode to the room right now. This is looking so amazing already, and we haven't even added the amethysts, let alone the calcite. Here we go. Now we've added calcite to that edge of the room, we can start pushing it further and further in. The very next level that we place any blocks on will be the amethyst level. This is going to look so amazing. Let's place the amethysts all the way on the back here. They sound so cool and so fancy when I place them down. Now, once I place all these amethysts in this dirt, I can start spreading it outwards. This geode is about to be the most amethysty geode ever. Hey, maybe instead of calcite everywhere, I can push the amethysts a little further. Now, instead of basalt on this level, we can add more calcite. We'll even add it in there so it looks like the anthill is tunneling into the geode. Wow, this makes the ants seem so powerful. My ants really are pro. This is looking absolutely incredible. incredible. I can't believe how good this is all looking. I'm even a little excited to see what the ants think of the geode. I have a feeling they're probably gonna like it, or at least I hope. I think in order to make sure they really like it, we should probably add in our amethyst clusters, but we can even add in little amethysts as well. Look, there are so many different sizes of amethyst. There are even really tiny ones. Next to these really big amethyst clusters, we'll just place the regular large ones. Then next to the large ones, we'll need to place some medium ones. Oh wow, this size system is looking really good. Let's make sure we remember to place the medium ones on the bottom level as well, just like that. Then on the very edge, we'll place the small amethyst buds. Oh, this already looks so cool. I like this a lot, actually. Wow, this looks absolutely magical. Now we'll just keep placing them around like this, and oh yeah, I think my geode room is complete. Now we can keep adding even more and more rooms to my ant farm. Now I am going to make probably the fanciest room in my entire ant colony. This is going to be the queen's room, and of course, the queen will have a queen-size bed. This is so cool. I think we'll put a queen-size bed in the middle of the room, and one doesn't seem like enough. Maybe we'll even give her two because she is so big, she'll probably need to stretch out across them. Let me grab another royal bed single and put it in the middle, and whoa, that is definitely a bed fit for a queen. Now we'll also need to change the walls. I think we can do a really cool blend of quartz bricks and smooth quartz blocks. This is going to look absolutely incredible. The queen's room is probably going to be the fanciest in the entire colony. It is going to be really impressive, and the queen will totally love it. I have a feeling that Milo will also love it as well. He will be very jealous about how cool my queen room is. If he does have a queen ant room, it's probably gonna be so silly, like a little dirt pit or something. Or I would probably feel kind of bad for the queen ant if she had to live in that. She's so cool, and oh yeah, she's gonna like this. Now let's just finish the walls, and then I can decorate the floor. Wow, that is looking incredible. I really like it. Now for the floor, I think we can totally use some royal wool. Or wait, maybe we can even use calcite. Yep, that is really fancy. I think using calcite and royal wool is the perfect combination for building the floor of this place. The queen ant is going to love this. She's gonna look so fancy in this room. We can even do little tricks to make this room look even fancier, like at the back here. Right now, it is just a big flat wall, but I kind of want to make it look like we did with the soldier ant room, where it looks like a big window up the back. Let's add big windows up the back here of the queen ant room, but I think these can be a little better this time. In order to make the walls really cool, we'll first need to make these really cool quartz pillars. They are going to look very fancy. It'll kind of look like a Roman Colosseum. Wow, this already looks so amazing. I've never seen an ant colony like this. I'm kind of glad that Milo flamethrowered those ants earlier, because otherwise we would have not started this at all, and these ants would not have a home this epic. Now I'll just do one last little pillar a little closer to the queen ant's bed, and then in the dead center between the two pillars, we can add a super cool wall. This one will be like a more detailed version of the wall we built in the soldier ant room. We're going to have upside down quartz stairs just like that. Wow, that really looks epic. Now we need to make sure we do the same thing on the other side, because if we didn't, the queen ant would be so snobby, and she would not want to live in here. No way, she would refuse. She is the queen after all. She can live wherever she likes. We just need to finish off these pillars, maybe add a couple royal wardrobes around, and then this room is looking pretty good. We also do need to still keep adding the floor. I can't believe I almost forgot that. The queen would not accept any dirt in her royal palace. That would be so gross. Imagine if she was walking around in her royal gown and slippers and then she just stepped on some mud. Ew. The queen could totally do that because she's an ant. She has a lot of slippers. She has like 6 legs.
And Chip, I've just been thinking.
Oh, hey Milo, what have you been thinking about?
Well, pretty much I feel like baking more cakes.
What, Milo? You can't be baking more cakes right now. The more cakes you bake, the more my ants are gonna try and leave the colony and go find where the source of the sugary smell is.
Yeah, but maybe that's the idea.
Milo, that's so mischievous. Come on, I haven't even built the glass dome that's going to cover the front of my ant farm yet. Once I build that, you can make all the cakes you like, because at the moment, I have no defenses against it.
Okay, well, I'm putting lots lots of signs down inside my build, so you better do the same thing if you want to compete with me.
What? Milo, what are the signs for? Are you just putting down signs for the fun of it?
Not telling you what they say.
Oh my gosh, Milo, you're so cheeky, but okay, I guess the game is on. I'm gonna add a bit more glowstone to the back of my build. Oh yeah, this is going to be absolutely perfect. I can even add some royal floor lights. Whoa, these look really fancy in between the pillars, and we can even add some near the front here, just like this. Whoa, these look really cool. I can't believe how well these fit the queen ant room look. We'll also add some glowstone up the very back like this. Oh yeah, Milo, I'm about to spawn in my queen ant.
Wow, that's gonna be really cool.
Oh yeah, it's going to be so epic, and she is really going to like this colony. It's going to be the nicest ant nest she's ever lived inside.
Chip, what if she rejects your colony and comes to mine?
That would be terrible. I really hope she doesn't do that, because if she does, I'm totally toast. There's nothing I'd be able to do.
Well, I hope she does do it.
No way, Milo, that would be so cheeky. I'm gonna make sure she wouldn't leave. I'm even gonna add some wonderful chandeliers. Look, I can totally hang them up now. The first chandelier is gonna go right over here, I think. Hey, this looks perfect. It fits really well in the middle of this very fancy throne room, although I'm gonna move it a little bit more down. There we go, that's perfect. We'll also add some on the other sides, just so that it's not the only chandelier in the room. That would look really silly, and the queen would definitely have something to say about that. This room is looking absolutely incredible. Milo, I think it's time for me to spawn down the queen. I'll need to grab some yellow carpets because yellow is the closest color to gold. It's going to look like she is actually sitting on a carpet made out of proper gold, and it's gonna look so cool.
Wow, that is kind of cool, actually.
Oh yeah, you're about to see the best thing ever. Milo, I know you can't see this, but I'm gonna spawn down my queen ant in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, the ant queen looks amazing. She's really big, and she has a huge body for laying the eggs of so many other ants. I think she can totally chill in here for a while. I'm gonna continue making the rest of this super cool area, but look, Milo, do you see the ant queen up the top?
No, because I'm not looking at your thing and... Hang on, why is there a bus bar?
Yeah, that's because my ant queen is the boss of everything. She is so strong. She is actually insane.
Wow, that's actually really cool. I think I have some respect for her.
Yeah, you better. She's the queen after all. Now, Milo, I just need to make my final few rooms, and then I will be ready for us to judge each other's ant farms.
Oh man, I better hurry up.
Yeah, you better hurry up. Now I'm even making my stairs. Those are the builds I said I was going to leave for last. That should give you an idea of just how far ahead I am.
Rats.
Yeah, I guess you could say rats, but I prefer to say ants instead. Ha! This is gonna be so good. Thanks, Milo. I totally agree. Now, because my ants are ants after all, I don't think they're going to need to climb these stairs very often. In fact, they probably won't need to climb them at all. They are so talented that I'm just going to add a nice quartz pillar like this, and they should be able to climb it with no problem. I'm going to add some fancy brass ladders because they look like real gold. This ant farm is looking so fancy. The ants will definitely be able to climb, and actually, you know what? Because my ants are ants after all, they don't even need ladders. They'll be able to climb any wall that they come into contact with. This will be so perfect. Wow, these ants are so smart. I know I definitely can't climb walls, so the ants are already smarter than me. Now I'm going to build the pool area and nesting chamber. I think I'll even make them into one big area. This is because they'll totally fit together, and maybe the nesting area for the baby ants can even have a nice swimming pool area for them too. They'll learn how to swim, which is pretty important if you're really tiny, because when you're as small as an ant, even a raindrop can be a giant ocean to you. You can't even see over the top of it. That's how tiny some of these ants are. By making sure we leave a bunch of room for these ants to learn how to swim, we can keep them safe even if it totally floods. Oh yeah, this is such a good idea. I can't wait for my ants to grow up and learn all about how to swim from my epic pool room. We'll even have a storage room over here, and in this storage room, I think I know exactly what to put inside it. First, I will need to make this nesting room first because it is definitely the most important room out of the two. Now my nesting area has walls fully made out of hay. I think I need to add little beds that the ants can put their baby ant eggs in. I'm also just gonna grab some little bamboo mosaic slabs because they totally look like they blended with the hay. Aw, it really does look like there's little pouches for the ants to nest their babies in and have them grow up nice and strong and totally safe. This is so amazing. Let's also just add more hay bales around this place so it totally looks really natural. We can even have some hay bales hanging from the ceiling. Wow, this really does look like an amazing nest area. If I was an ant, I would definitely want to raise ant babies in here. Here we go. We'll even have a little pool area over here with this hay. Let's grab some water and make sure we can pop it in nicely. Oh, yeah, this is so nice. Look at that. Perfect. We'll also make sure we add a little bit more hay hanging from the ceiling. And whoa, I think the nesting room is already done. This is insane. I did not realize we'd make this so quick. Now it is the perfect time to make this next room over, which is the storage room. And I think I have the perfect block for it. This storage room will be a cake storage room. There's no reason for my ants to run away and get Milo's cakes. If we have cake here, it is a perfect solution to a crazy little Milo problem. Oh yeah, this is going to be so much fun. Now we'll just need to place white terracotta on the edges, and even though these are cake doors, technically, I still think they really look like an actual cake room. This is going to be one of the coolest storage rooms we've ever made. This is going to be one of the coolest storage rooms in the entire ant colony. Here we go. We'll just have it go past the baby's room, and I guess the baby ants might really like cake as well. It'll be perfect because I know when I was young, I totally liked cake too. Wow, this is absolutely perfect. Wow, we can even eat some of the pieces of cake so it looks like ants have been in here. Now we only have a couple rooms left to make, and then it is judging time. Now over here in this hallway, I think I'm going to decorate it using some pretty cool blocks. I'll do the same hallway design we did in the other hallway, but instead of using white terracotta for this one, I think we can use pink and magenta terracotta and give it a cool stripy design. This one is going to look pretty nice, I think. It'll be a very important hallway because it's going to lead into the most important storage room of all. Most of the other storage rooms just contain something fun or something silly, but this storage room is going to have something very serious inside. This storage room will keep all of the colony's really valuable diamonds and gold. Because she is a queen ant, of course, she needs some queen materials, and one of the most queen-like materials out there is riches. Riches beyond anyone's wildest dreams. That is why she needs a whole room in order to keep it safe. The queen ant can afford absolutely anything she could possibly want, but her favorite blocks are diamond and gold. She also really likes cake, but she has plenty of that in the cake storage room. That's why this entire storage room is going to be full of cyan terracotta. That's why this entire storage room is going to be full of diamond and gold. Oh yeah, this is going to look so cool and very epic. It's also pretty close to the bottom and pretty close to the amethyst geode because it kind of fits in with it. Wow, look how many gold blocks we could place. This is so epic. And now, of course, we need to add the diamonds too. Otherwise, it's not a gold and diamond storage room. It would just be a gold storage room, and that is nowhere near as rich. We'll also need to add in some polished deep slate stairs here. This way, we can have some extra little benches to keep more of the diamonds and more of the gold on top of. Wow, this room looks absolutely insane. Let's also make sure we finish decorating the hallway. I can't believe we almost forgot that. That would have been so silly of us. This way, instead of totally missing decorating the hallway, we can make sure the geode goes back further and really make sure every part of this ant colony is perfect. We'll add barrels in here, and hey, I think this stairwell can also have the pink and magenta terracotta stripy design. This looks kind of nice, actually. It looks really crazy. It actually reminds me of a circus a little bit. Whoa, I wonder if the Ant Queen likes the circus. She probably does, because going to the circus is something that kings and queens used to do a lot. Whoa, this looks so amazing. Now let's also make sure we expand all this magenta and pink terracotta all the way across the roof like this. Oh yeah, this hallway is almost complete. Wow, we are moving along with this ant farm build quicker than I ever thought we possibly could. Uh-oh, here is where we are going to have to stop the hallway. Otherwise, it'll just keep going and it'll look so silly. I don't want the hallway to look ridiculous. No way. That would be so embarrassing. Here, I'll add more stripes to it just like this so it totally looks like it fits in naturally. Then we'll make sure we expand these magenta and these pink terracottas going upwards. Oh wow, this looks so amazing. Hey Milo, are you excited to see all the things I have inside of my ant farm?
Yeah, haha, I'm just talking to Michael.
What? Milo, who is Michael?
Well, he's one of my guys, of course.
Oh, Milo, are you giving names to every resident of your ant farm?
That's right.
Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. Wait, what are you naming them?
Well, I've got Michael and Steve and Randy.
What? Michael, Steve, and Randy? Those don't sound like very anti names. Those sound like human names.
No, they're not human names.
Oh, yeah, I guess they could be for anything, but Milo, my ants are gonna be called really anti names, like Anton, and maybe one of them can even be called Antbert, and maybe Antwerp.
Antwerp, that's silly.
No, it's not. It's one of the ants' names. Oh, Milo, you are so crazy. Trust me, my ants are gonna have the perfect names. I think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you definitely do not. I actually know what I'm doing.
What? No way! Milo, trust me, my ant farm is going to be the most perfect by far. Look, I'm already up to the stage where I just have to make these staircases and then I'm totally complete. All that's missing after this is building the ant bedrooms, and that's gonna be so easy. I just have to add some beds because ants kinda don't really sleep actually. Maybe I could just add some empty rooms and that'll basically be that. You're probably pretty jealous of how far along I am, Milo.
Not jealous. I'm having a really good time.
Okay, we'll see about how good your time is when it comes time to see who has built the better ant farm, because I have a pretty good feeling it's definitely me.
You haven't even seen mine again, Chip. You're being really rude.
Sorry, Milo, I don't mean to be rude. Alright, I'm just gonna add some green concrete to the sides of my stairwells, and then I'll just be building the ant bedrooms, and then I'll be done. Oh boy, this is going to be so good. The best part about my ant stairwells is they don't even need to make sense, because every single person in my colony is actually gonna be an ant. That means I will be able to build the stairwells so that all you need to do is walk on the walls. Of course, I won't be able to walk on the walls, but that's okay. This is not for me. This colony is for the ants, and as long as I can look into them from outside and see this awesome ant farm, I'm totally gonna be happy for them. Yes, I did the staircase upstairs. Now all I need to do is the ant staircase and sleeping area, and then I am officially complete. Milo, you better hurry up if you don't want to be left behind.
Pretty much done.
Oh my goodness, what? You're already finished? Uh-oh, that means I need to hurry as much as I can. I don't have a lot of time left, and if I run out of time, you are totally gonna beat me, and I do not think I'm gonna let that happen.
Yeah, well, I think you will.
No way, Milo, you just wait. I need to go so quickly, but I can place down a bunch of beds all around here. Because these are ants, ants can live in really small spaces. That is why we can be very smart with this design. This design is so cool. It lets us fit in so many ant beds into such a small area, making sure that every single ant has all the space they need still. All right, we'll add some lanterns in. Oh, these look really nice. I also think we should probably add in some chests and some bedside cabinets underneath some of these bookshelf bed things. Oh, wow, this looks amazing. Milo, I'm kind of jealous of my ant farm. What about you?
I'm definitely not jealous.
What? No way. I can't believe that. You must just not have a very good ant farm then.
My ant farm is really good. I just probably wouldn't want to be inside it.
What? Milo, that means it's bad. Huh, I'm really confused. I'm excited to see what you've done though. Maybe then I'll be a little bit less confused about whatever it is you're trying to say right now.
Excited for you to see my place as well.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. Finally, I'm just gonna add some nice cozy paintings in here, and I don't want a skull painting or a wither. What? Or a creeper? Okay, fire is, I guess, more cozy than those. And spiders, what's going on here? Angels, that's a lot more comforting than spiders, skulls, and okay, there's Donkey Kong. This is pretty cool. My ant living area looks so amazing. I'm just gonna add a little bedside cabinet here, and maybe some lamps on top, and I'll add one last little cake. Okay, Milo, all I need to do is spawn in a bunch of ants and then seal my entire building with glass, and then my ant farm is ready. Although there is one last thing I need to do, but I can only do that with you watching. Don't worry, you'll find out about it soon enough. It's a really big surprise, and I think you'll totally lose your mind over it. Patience, Milo. You'll know pretty soon. For now, I'm spawning ants in every single room, even the cake room. In fact, especially in the cake room. There are going to be so many ants in here. Wow, this is so cool. Once I spawn every single ant inside every single room, this place will be totally ready. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea. Milo, are you ready to see each other's ant farms and decide who built the best ant farm out of each of us?
I am so ready to show you the winning ant farm. Just over here, please.
Milo, your ant farm isn't that bad, but wait a minute. Milo, why are there villages inside your ant farm?
That was my final prank. I actually have villages in here, not ants. I hate ants.
What? Milo, why would you build an ant farm if you hate ants? And wait a minute, Milo, if there are villages inside an ant farm and they can't get out, Milo, you've just made a dirt prison.
Yeah, they all work for me. It's really awesome.
Oh my gosh, Milo, you're crazy, but how do we get inside?
Well, if you come up here, there's a little anthill.
Oh yeah, and hey look, it looks like there's a guard over there.
Yeah, he's the guard. He's gonna make sure no actual ants come over here.
What? Milo, I can't believe you made an anthill and then decided not to let any ants in.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Well, Milo, what is this area? This says work. Is this the working area?
This is just the hanging out zone if you're a cool dude.
What? Milo, why are there signs that say work in all capital letters in the hangout zone?
Well, I just gotta remind the villagers what they're here to do.
Milo, this is crazy. This is a horrible prison.
No, it's not. It's really good. I know you're just jealous.
This guy does not look happy, and why are there buttons on the walls? Is this a bedroom?
Hey, get out of my way!
What, Milo? Don't yell at the villagers. You're already keeping them trapped. You don't gotta be mean to them.
Hey, Chip, look down here.
Oh, okay. I like the painting. That's nice, even though there's fighting in it. And oh, look, a ladder. What's down here?
Oh, this is just another bedroom.
Wow, Milo, there's lots of bedrooms in here. Are you sure you're not gonna build anything else fun for these villagers? Like, I don't know, maybe a pool?
No, they don't deserve anything fun when they have to work.
Oh my goodness, Milo, even in the eating area it says work. When did these guys get a break?
They don't.
Oh my goodness, Milo, and wait, look, there's a farm. Oh, this is a really nice touch, Milo. I bet it's so lush and nice in here.
Yeah, look at it.
It's really cool. This farm is probably just for relaxing, right?
No, silly. It's for growing crops and making money.
What, Milo, you're so evil. You've totally trapped all these villagers in here.
I don't think it's evil. I think it's actually really smart.
Oh my goodness, Milo, and what is this place? Why are these guys all armorers?
Because they go to work and make me good armor. That's how I'm gonna get rich on the server.
Milo, this guy's a butcher. How on earth does he get meat down here?
I haven't really thought about that, but look, it's the library.
Oh, Milo, it's nice of you that you added a library so they can read and relax in here.
Yeah, and all the books are about working.
What? Milo, this librarian looks like the saddest librarian ever. Imagine trying to read your favorite book and all the book's pages say is work.
Hey, you! Stop trying to do sad stuff to Chip.
What? Milo, hey, don't yell at the librarian. We were just talking. He seems like a cool guy.
Whatever, we need to move on.
Okay, hey, what other rooms do you have? Is this it?
Yeah, actually, I think there's one more down here.
Oh my goodness, Milo, I really hope it's a nice room and not a totally crazy one. And wait a minute, are you lost?
Hang on a second, I think I forgot to access some of the rooms. Aw, Chip, come out here and have a look.
Wait a minute, Milo, you're so crazy. Hold on a second. You made rooms we can't even get to?
Oh man, I'm such a dum-dum.
Yeah, Milo, I think even ants are smarter than this. Huh, I guess I was still totally right in saying that ants are smarter than you.
Well, can I just say something?
Yeah, of course.
Even though my ant farm is a little random, I'm still gonna beat you.
Milo, you are so wrong if you think you can beat me because look, here is my ant farm in all its glory.
This is crazy, Chip. It's enormous.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely huge. Look, you can see every single room and Milo, can you spot the queen ant?
Yeah, she's right down here.
Yeah, she's in the super cool royal queen ant bedroom.
Hi, Queen Ant. Hello.
Look how big she is compared to all the other ants. And hey, there are soldier ants now. Wow, I guess my soldier ant training room is definitely paying off.
Yeah, that's actually really cool, Chip. I wouldn't have even thought about building that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to think about. And hey, Milo, do you want to have a look inside?
Yes, I really actually want to.
Right this way then. Over here is the entrance. It's just this little anthill. It totally looks not noticeable at all. Until you go inside, that is.
Yeah, if I saw this, I would be like, there's nothing here.
Yeah, alright, now that you've hopped down, boom, you land on some soft honey and hey, there's a little nice ant to greet us.
I don't really like his vibe.
Hey, Milo, be nice to ants. They're very smart. Now, if you make your way through here, you come into the entrance room.
This entrance room is really long.
Yeah, and really fancy. Now, Milo, you'll notice that we don't have many stairs here, and if we do, you can't climb up them as a human. That's because this place is built for ants, and ants can climb anything.
All the ants are touching me.
No, they're not. Milo, you're in the middle of a room by yourself, except, uh-oh, that soldier ant almost got you. Come on, let's go through the farming area. This is the plant area where these ants can grow all their own crops.
This is actually really cute. I like it a lot.
Thanks, me too. And here, of course, is the storage area. We have lots of space to store items inside, and look, there are even 2 ants in here guarding it to make sure nobody takes anything.
Well, I might try and take something.
No way, Milo, leave the storage room alone. And you'll see here, we have a staircase.
I don't actually see a staircase.
Well, Milo, that's because ants don't listen to gravity. They can fall from an infinite height and not take any damage. And because we're inside the ant farm, we don't either.
Wait, that's kind of OP.
Yeah, it totally is. Look, we can come down and... Whoa, Milo, the queen has come out to greet us herself.
Wow, hello, Miss Queen. It is quite nice to meet you.
What? Milo, it's not Miss Queen. Don't dab at her. It's your majesty.
Oh, well, I don't really really know how to greet an ant queen.
Oh my goodness. Okay, don't dap, Milo. Okay, over here we have the harvesting and growing chambers for the little babies.
Oh, hello!
Whoa, no, Milo, these aren't the ant babies. They haven't been laying yet. These are just regular ants that are guarding the babies to keep them safe.
Why is this one spinning like a silly?
Because he's really excited to see us, Milo. And down here, we have the area where the babies will lay to hatch. And oh, here is the best part. This is the cake storage room.
Hey, I came up with the cake idea and you just copied me.
Hey, Milo, you're eating all my cake. That's for the ants and for the ant babies.
It's for me.
Okay, Milo, I guess now that you've eaten all of it, it kind of is for you. But over here, if you jump right back this way, you will see there are rooms on the other side of the epic Queen Ant throne room.
What? That's crazy. Let's go over there.
Yeah, we totally can. Here is the big ant bedroom. It goes really far up because there are so many ants in here that need beds of their own.
Aw, this is a really cute bedroom.
Yeah, it totally is. And we have lots of paintings and it's very fancy. Come on up the top, Milo. It goes really, really high.
Wow, this is smart.
Yeah, it totally is. These ants are really smart. I did help them make this, of course, but Milo, you are going to totally lose your mind when you see the epic rooms we have down here.
Oh man, I can't believe there's more.
Yeah, there totally is. Look, over here we have the ultimate vault. This is where we keep all of our gold blocks and our diamond blocks because our queen ant is just so rich.
Wow, this treasure looks like it's meant for me.
Not you, Milo. Oh my goodness. Hey, maybe you'd like to hang out in this geode. It's not exactly for you, but you can totally spend time in here and have fun.
Yeah, this is really pretty.
Yeah, it totally is. Now, Milo, you totally agree that my ant farm is the best, all just based on that, right?
Nub.
What? Milo, why not? It's clearly the better one. I guess I'm gonna have to convince you that my ant farm is really the best, and I know exactly how to do it.
What? How are you going to do it?
Well, I actually have a little friend, and his name is Zach.
Zach, what is he doing here?
I don't know. I think I saw him inside your anthill, Milo. You know, ants are smart, but they're also strong. That's why my anthill is the best, and your anthill is full of villagers.
I don't remember seeing a Zach villager in here. Hello, Zach!
Oh, Milo, Zach isn't a villager.
What? What do you mean?
Milo, Zach's not a villager at all. He's Zach the zombie.
What? Ah, don't you dare put zombies in here! They're gonna infect my villagers!
Oh yeah, they totally will. Milo, it is zombie pandemonium. Your anthill is not strong at all because your villagers can totally be gotten by my zombies.
Oh my gosh, they're all turning into zombies!
What? Zombie villagers? Oh wow! Milo, your ant farm is not safe from zombies at all. My ants would totally destroy zombies.
Chip, you are the worst and I'm gonna get you!
Although, Milo, now that I've proven that your ant farm is not very strong at all and is actually very weak and is kind of just a prison, do you agree that my ant farm is officially the best? Well, I know it is. Ha ha! Yeah!
You're the